Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius, September 15, 2023. You have a powerful ability to look at life through the lens of the heart and emotions. With new transits arriving, you ascent LL be especially tapped in now. The asteroids and their movements often provide more insight into soul evolution. Vesta, the asteroid named after the Roman goddess of the hearth and the home, is important to watch because she also ties to Oni Cent's inner sacred flame. This light can never perish or be stolen, as it is rooted in the core of Oni Cent's soul. Vesta is now orbiting within Cancer, a fellow sign, and will encourage you to embrace your emotional needs in connection to sacred sexuality. Embrace your authority. Now is the time to be more self-accountable when the Moon in Virgo opposes Saturn retrograde in your sign and conjuncts Mercury retrograde in Virgo. Both transits will encourage you to let go of any inhibitions that might be holding you back from being responsible with your professional commitments. Now is the time to let go so that you can have the much-needed discussions that could turn your arrangements around for the better. Own your boundaries and expectations to assert yourself with your commitments confidently. As well as leaving you with an intuitive read on work and job matters. Before leaving your work sector yesterday, the Moon formed a friendly aspect to the North Node and planets in your income sector. This has left you with a download of information to unpack on the income and job fronts, at a time when you also move into an important few days on the other side of the financial fence. Especially when it comes to understanding your financial needs and priorities. You certainly like certainty, and with such strong celestial energy, you may find yourself feeling a little faint of heart today. Dig into what you know and fortify yourself with protective surroundings. This means sticking to your exercise regimen, not crawling under the covers for fear of the marketplace. Push yourself to stick to your healthy habits, fresh fruits and vegetables, plenty of water, then get to bed early so you have time to lounge and experience the comfort of your bed. The hour has come to push ahead, notably in your professional life. Be methodical and patient, but don't hesitate to conserve your dynamic and sense of commitment. In your personal life, if you tend to neglect your family and friends, a friend will help you to start something again. In addition, the vibrations of the week should favor starting up an activity and allow you to quickly take the bull by the horns again, particularly in the affected parts of your life. Right in the heart of Jupiter's first full week in retrograde motion in your communication sector, Mercury, the planet of communication, has not only come to a standstill in his last full day in retrograde motion in your relationship sector, but just as he aligns with the Moon here. On their own, the Moon and Mercury are making it easier to give your emotional responses, relationships, the past, and unsaid words a voice, but support from Jupiter, in the early days of his first retrograde phase in your communication sector in 12 years, takes this to a whole new level. Having the Moon not only in your relationship sector but aligned with Mercury, the planet of communication, in his last full day in retrograde motion here, will make it even easier to give your relationships, the past, and unsaid words a voice. With Mercury due to turn direct just before tomorrow's new moon, this will create a turnaround that makes it even more important to embrace today's focus on the past. Our eyes in the sky. The presence of the Moon in your income sector coinciding with Mercury's last full day in retrograde motion here is a significant advantage in itself. However, their alignment in the cosmic dance of the planets brings together a sharp intuition and a keen financial acumen, coupled with a profound sense of hindsight. This alignment provides you with a golden opportunity to make the most of the final day when all planets across the income, work, and career fronts are in retrograde motion, united in their emphasis on the past. Just before the Sun and Moon converge to create today's new moon in your income sector, Mercury is poised to turn direct. This pivotal shift acts like releasing the brakes just as the traffic light turns green. It allows for the removal of any obstacles that have been holding you back, precisely as the momentum from the new moon begins to propel things forward. With the benefit of your astute financial insights and the wisdom gained from Mercury's 3-week retrograde journey, you're well prepared to navigate this transition. At the same time that an alignment between Venus and the asteroid Juno that peaked in your financial sector last week is separating, it is also starting to come together again. By coming to a standstill, Venus allowed Juno to catch up, but now that she is moving again, she is doing the same. This is keeping the planet of money and the queen of commitment close as things start to flow more freely on the financial front. The moon bid adieu to your financial sector yesterday, leaving you not only with heightened financial instincts and a vivid imagination but also a treasure trove of information to unpack. This visit, the first since Venus resumed direct motion and the asteroid Juno made its return, has not only signaled a turning tide but has also ignited your determination and desire to advance your financial goals. The stage is set for positive changes and progress ahead. Today, as the moon graces the sign of Virgo and forms a celestial connection with Mercury retrograde, a sense of longing and dissatisfaction may wash over us. It might seem like those around us aren't providing the attention and affection we desire. However, it's important to recognize that this isn't the ideal day to pour out your emotions. The atmosphere is shrouded in ambiguity and uncertainty rather than offering clarity. In matters of the heart, exercise patience and restraint. Instead of rushing into declarations of love, consider taking things slowly, allowing the timing to naturally evolve into a more significant partnership. Despite the confusion, there's a positive undercurrent of love and warmth in your surroundings. Mutual trust and thoughtfulness prevail, creating a harmonious backdrop for your relationships. This favorable atmosphere can be harnessed to approach challenging and unavoidable conversations. People you engage with are less inclined to engage in arguments and more focused on finding mutually beneficial solutions. Be prepared for unexpected hiccups in your business dealings. Your plans and ideas may face resistance, making it challenging to convince others of their merits. While this can be genuinely frustrating, avoid the temptation to rush things, as impatience might lead to undesirable outcomes. Keep a level head to prevent potentially worse scenarios from unfolding. Remember, the key is to strike a balance between your innovative ideas and practical implementation. While your mind is buzzing with possibilities, it is essential to ground your aspirations in a realistic and achievable framework. By combining your imaginative thinking with a methodical approach, you can bring your visions to life in a structured and effective manner. In the realm of work, the moon pays its monthly visit to your work sector. Interestingly, this visit occurs as both planets in your income sector are in retrograde motion. This unique alignment also coincides with Mercury's last full day in retrograde motion in your work sector, setting the stage for tomorrow's new moon. This synchronicity marks a significant moment when all planets across the income, work, and career domains are in retrograde, collectively emphasizing a focus on the past. It's an ideal time to reflect on past endeavors and consider the lessons they hold for future success.